Scorpio. This will change everything. Are you ready? Hi Scorpio. You are standing at the edge of something huge. A shift in cosmic energy is coming your way, and it has the power to completely transform your life. This isn't just another astrology reading. This is a once-in-a-lifetime alignment that could bring you unexpected wealth, major success, and a life-changing opportunity. Have you been dreaming about financial freedom? A lottery win? A breakthrough that finally puts you ahead in life? Well, this rare astrological event from February 23rd to 25th could be the key to unlocking exactly that. But here's the truth. Not everyone will take advantage of this energy. Some will ignore the signs, hesitate, or doubt themselves, and they'll miss out on their golden moment. But if you're here watching this video right now, it means the universe is already guiding you towards something greater. Scorpio, think back on your life. How many times have you felt like you were on the edge of a breakthrough only to hold yourself back? How many opportunities slipped away because of fear, doubt, or hesitation? This time it's different. The universe is clearing your path for something extraordinary, but you have to be awake and ready to receive it. Astrological insight. The energy of this moment is intense, driven by Pluto, your ruling planet, and a rare moon alignment that directly impacts wealth, power, and transformation. If you've been feeling stuck financially or emotionally, this is the energy shift that will break you free. But only if you harness it correctly. Some Scorpios will receive unexpected money, an inheritance, a raise, or even a surprise windfall. Others will unlock a long-awaited opportunity that finally launches them into success. But here's what most people won't tell you. The universe rewards action. If you sit back and do nothing, this energy will pass you by. But if you take the right steps, you can manifest abundance faster than ever before. Spiritual truth. In Buddhism and ancient spiritual teachings, everything in life is cause and effect. If you've been facing struggles, setbacks, or financial difficulties, it's not because you're unlucky. It's because the universe has been preparing you for this exact moment. So, Scorpio, the question is, will you take this opportunity or will you let it slip away? Stay until the end of this video because I'm about to reveal the exact signs that prove this energy shift is already happening in your life, the one action you must take to fully receive this cosmic blessing, how to align yourself for financial breakthroughs and success. If you feel the energy of this message, comment below. I am ready to receive my blessings and claim this shift from the universe. Now let's dive in, because what's coming next will blow your mind. The cosmos is shifting in ways that are impossible to ignore. And for Scorpio, this moment is particularly profound. Pluto, your ruling planet, is stirring the waters of transformation, bringing long-awaited change, but not in the way you expect. When Pluto moves, it doesn't merely alter circumstances. It reshapes the very foundation upon which your life stands. It is the force that takes what is hidden and forces it into the light, compelling you to confront what you may have suppressed or overlooked. This is not an easy energy, but it is one that holds immense power. For some, this could mean a sudden career shift, a realization about your true purpose, or a decisive moment that sets you on an entirely new path. What you thought was stable may begin to shift, and what seemed uncertain may suddenly become crystal clear. At the same time, the moon's presence in your 10th house, combined with its alignment with Mars, ignites a fire within you. This is the house of status, reputation, and long-term ambitions, and Mars, the warrior planet, is pushing you toward action. But with action comes resistance. You may feel an internal battle. Should you leap forward or should you wait for a clearer sign? The truth is, the universe doesn't wait. It presents opportunities, and it is up to you to decide whether to seize them or let them pass by. Right now, hesitation could mean missing out on an opening that may not return for a long time. There's an ancient understanding that major shifts often come disguised as challenges. When things seem to be falling apart, they are often falling into place. The discomfort you feel now is not a sign that something is going wrong. It is a sign that you are growing beyond what you have known. Every structure in nature, from the smallest seed to the tallest tree, must break through a barrier before it can expand. A seed does not question whether it should grow. It simply does. Likewise, this is a moment for you to move forward, trusting that the momentum pushing you is part of a much greater design. However, with great movement comes the necessity of balance. Just as the river carves its way through rock with force, it also flows with patience, knowing that true transformation is not about reckless destruction, but about intentional change. This is why you must not act impulsively. While Pluto and Mars are pushing for action, the Moon's influence reminds you to consider the emotional weight of your decisions. Success is not only about ambition, it is about alignment. If you move forward purely from a place of urgency without understanding why, you may find yourself lost in the very chaos you are trying to escape. Instead, pause, not out of fear but out of wisdom. Ask yourself, is this choice leading me toward my highest potential, or am I reacting out of impulse? This is why reflection is necessary. The energy now is not merely external, it is internal. While you may be experiencing external changes, shifts in career, power struggles, or decisions that impact your future, the real work is happening inside. This is about stepping into your authority, recognizing your ability to shape your own path, and letting go of the fear that has kept you tethered to an outdated version of yourself. The hesitation you feel is natural, but the fear of change should not be what holds you back. Change is inevitable, but growth is a choice. This period is not just about what you do, it is about how you approach what is unfolding before you. If you resist, the road may feel difficult, but if you embrace it with clarity and intention, you will find yourself not just surviving these changes, but thriving because of them. What is being set in motion now has the potential to define the next chapter of your life, but it requires you to step forward, not recklessly but with confidence, awareness, and a deep understanding that the universe is not working against you. It is working with you, presenting you with exactly what you need at exactly the right time. Whether you take that step is entirely up to you. The path of Scorpio is never one of ease, but one of transformation and mastery. At this moment, the universe is calling for a shift in how you perceive success and security. The presence of the Moon in your 10th house is stirring movement in your professional life. This is a placement of visibility, status, and recognition, making it clear that something within your career is reaching a turning point. Whether you realize it or not, the efforts you have been making, those long hours, that quiet persistence, are not going unnoticed. Even if external rewards have yet to materialize, the internal shifts are already happening. And this is the key. The change must first happen within before it manifests in the world around you. The Moon, being ever-changing, reflects the fluctuating nature of your current circumstances. Some of you may find that new doors are opening. Unexpected job offers, opportunities to collaborate, or even a leadership role presenting itself. If this happens, resist the urge to overanalyze or hesitate out of self-doubt. Often the things that scare us the most are the very things that push us toward our highest potential. At the same time, if you feel the weight of instability in your career, do not assume it is a negative sign. There are moments when discomfort is not an obstacle but a message. The key is learning to listen. Pressure is often seen as something to escape, yet it is pressure that transforms raw carbon into diamonds. If your workplace has felt overwhelming or if challenges seem to be mounting, it may not be a sign to retreat, but to stand firm and push through. The universe does not place you in difficult situations for no reason. It is refining you. Those who resist hardship often find themselves repeating the same struggles in different forms. Those who embrace it, who take it as a lesson rather than a burden, emerge stronger and more capable. There may be power struggles, situations that test your patience, or moments when you question your own abilities. Do not let fleeting emotions dictate permanent decisions. Stability comes not from external conditions but from internal discipline. In financial matters, the message is one of balance and patience. The same energy that influences your career is also urging you to reassess your relationship with money. There is a common misconception that financial success is purely about gain. But in reality, it is about flow. Money is not meant to be hoarded or spent recklessly. It is meant to be understood, respected, and moved in ways that create long-term stability. If financial stress has been weighing on you, this is the moment to shift your focus from short-term fixes to sustainable solutions. This is not a time for risky investments or impulsive financial moves. Instead, think long-term. The most successful people are not those who chase fast wealth, but those who build strong foundations. Some Scorpios may experience a sudden financial opportunity, a raise, a bonus, or an unexpected inflow of money. If this happens, be mindful of how you use it. Wealth that is mismanaged tends to disappear as quickly as it arrives. Others may feel like their financial progress is slow, even stagnant. If this is the case, do not panic. Much like planting a seed, there are periods of invisible growth beneath the surface before results are seen. Trust that your efforts are accumulating even if they have yet to fully materialize. What you are being asked to do now is not simply to work harder, but to work with clarity. Are you spending your energy in ways that bring true value? Are you pursuing success for the sake of validation, or are you building something meaningful? These are questions worth asking. The world may tell you that success is measured in numbers, but true success is measured in the quality of your efforts, the integrity of your choices, and the wisdom of your actions. Those who chase success for external approval often find themselves empty when they attain it. Those who build from a place of purpose, from a deep knowing of their own worth, find fulfillment that cannot be shaken by circumstances. Right now, patience and precision are your greatest allies. Move with strategy, not desperation. If an opportunity presents itself, consider it carefully, but do not let fear keep you stagnant. If finances feel tight, remember that wealth is not only about money, it is about mindset, habits, and perspective. Your relationship with money is a direct reflection of your relationship with security itself. Align your actions with long-term stability and success will follow, not as something you chase, but as something you naturally attract. The movements of the cosmos are never random, and right now, Scorpio, they are casting light on one of the most complex yet deeply rewarding aspects of your life: relationships. Whether you are single or in a partnership, the energy of this period is drawing attention to how you connect, how you give, and how you receive. Love, attraction, and emotional bonds are not merely about chance encounters or fleeting moments of passion. They are reflections of our inner world, shaped by past experiences, personal growth, and the unseen forces that influence our lives. If you are single, you may find yourself pulled towards someone in a way that defies logic. It could be an intense attraction, a sense of familiarity, or the feeling that this person has appeared in your life for a reason. Sometimes these connections feel destined, as if they were meant to unfold. But just because something feels significant does not mean it should be rushed. The strongest relationships are not built on intensity alone. They are built on understanding, timing, and emotional clarity. The energy right now encourages you to explore, to be open, but also to remain grounded. If you find yourself idealizing someone too quickly, or getting lost in the excitement of what could be, pause and ask yourself, do I truly know this person, or am I drawn to the idea of them? Attraction can be powerful, but lasting connection requires patience. For those in relationships, this is a time to be mindful of communication. Small misunderstandings can quickly grow into unnecessary conflicts if left unchecked. The key is not just to hear, but to truly listen. Often what seems like an argument about one thing is actually about something deeper. Unspoken expectations, fears, or unresolved emotions. If you feel tension rising, step back and ask yourself what is really at the core of it. Many problems in relationships do not stem from what is said, but from what is left unsaid. Trust is not just about knowing that someone will not betray you. It is about feeling safe enough to express yourself honestly without fear of judgment or rejection. Jealousy and insecurity may surface now, but they are not necessarily signs that something is wrong with your relationship. They are signals asking you to look inward. Are these feelings coming from real concerns, or are they rooted in past experiences, old wounds, or personal doubts? When we do not feel secure within ourselves, we seek reassurance from others. But the most stable relationships are built not on seeking constant validation, but on mutual respect and emotional security. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to observe your emotions without immediately acting on them. Not every fear needs to be followed, and not every doubt is a warning sign. The way you approach relationships now will have lasting effects. If you allow past hurts to dictate your actions, you may find yourself repeating old patterns. If you approach love with awareness and intention, you have the opportunity to build something strong, something that withstands time and challenges. Love is not about control, nor is it about finding someone to complete you. It is about growing alongside another person while remaining whole within yourself. True connection is not found in possession, but in understanding. It is not about proving loyalty through constant reassurance, but about creating a space where both individuals feel free to be themselves without fear. There is no perfect formula for love, no guaranteed way to avoid heartache. But what you do have is choice. The choice to be present, to communicate, to trust, and to approach relationships not as something that must be controlled, but as something that must be nurtured. If you are single, let attraction unfold naturally without forcing it into something it is not ready to be. If you are in a relationship, cultivate patience and communication, knowing that love is not just about how two people feel about each other, but about how they choose to navigate life together. The universe is offering you the chance to deepen your connections, but it is up to you to take that opportunity with both clarity and openness. The cosmic energy surrounding Scorpio at this time is undeniably intense, urging transformation on multiple levels. Just as the planetary alignments push you toward critical turning points in career and relationships, they also remind you of the most fundamental truth. Without a strong foundation in well-being, none of these external pursuits can truly flourish. The universe does not demand relentless effort without rest. Instead, it calls for balance. True power comes not from constant struggle, but from knowing when to retreat, heal, and realign. Your ruling planet, Pluto, governs deep, regenerative forces, the kind that dismantle the old to make way for the new. This same principle applies to your health and mental state. When stress builds up, It is not merely an inconvenience. It is a signal, a whisper from within urging you to pause and realign. The energy coursing through you right now is fiery, bold, and full of determination, but even the fiercest warrior must rest between battles. To ignore this need is to risk depletion, and depletion leads to vulnerability, not just physically but emotionally and mentally as well. The mind and body are not separate entities. They are in constant dialogue. If you have been feeling fatigued, struggling with sleep, or experiencing waves of anxiety, this is not a coincidence. The planetary shifts are stirring deep emotions, bringing unresolved matters to the surface. Many Scorpios tend to internalize their struggles, appearing strong and unshaken on the outside while carrying storms within. But suppression is not strength. Strength is found in awareness, the ability to recognize when rest is necessary and when the mind needs clearing. Engaging in mindfulness practices such as meditation or deep breathing is not about emptying the mind but about observing it without attachment. When a lake is disturbed, the water becomes murky. But when left undisturbed, it naturally clears. The same applies to your thoughts. The more you fight against stress and emotional turbulence, the more they persist. But if you allow yourself the space to simply witness them, they lose their grip on you. This is not avoidance. It is mastery over your inner world. Walking in nature, listening to the subtle sounds of the wind, or simply taking a moment to breathe deeply can shift your entire state of being. Physical well-being is equally crucial. The body is the vessel through which all experience flows, and its needs should not be overlooked. The food you consume is not merely fuel but a form of energy that interacts with your own. Nutrient-rich meals will help sustain the energy you need during this transformative period. Conversely, neglecting your body, whether through poor diet, lack of movement, or overwork, creates blockages that manifest as exhaustion and imbalance. It is also essential to recognize that rest is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Many Scorpios feel a deep-seated need to prove themselves, to constantly push forward as if stopping means falling behind. But this is an illusion. Overexertion without replenishment leads to burnout, and burnout steals clarity, creativity, and motivation. A well-rested mind sees opportunities that a tired one overlooks. A well-cared-for body moves with ease rather than resistance. Think of this period as an invitation rather than a warning. The universe is not telling you to slow down as a punishment but as a gift. There is wisdom in knowing when to act and when to be still. Just as the seasons move in cycles, so too does your energy. Honor where you are in this cycle. Trust that taking care of yourself is not a detour from success but the path to it. Balance can true transformation occur. The energy surrounding Scorpio at this time is intense, transformative, and deeply significant. The universe is setting the stage for changes that may feel unpredictable, but within this flux, there is also an opportunity to ground yourself. While inner strength and awareness are key to navigating these shifts, external tools, symbols of protection and alignment, can serve as tangible reminders of the balance you seek. Fu dogs or Fukkuyen are not just decorative figures. They represent a force of stability amidst chaos. Their presence is deeply tied to the principle of energetic protection, something that Scorpios with their naturally intense aura often require. As a sign ruled by Pluto, you carry an innate magnetism, both drawing in and repelling energy. This sensitivity to unseen forces can make you susceptible to external influences, whether from people, environments, or even unspoken tensions. Much like how the planets exert gravitational forces on each other, human interactions create energetic exchanges. And just as you would shield yourself from harsh weather, it is equally important to shield yourself from disruptive energies that may not align with your purpose. The food dogs act as guardians. Placed at entrances or significant spaces in your life, they form an energetic boundary, much like the way ancient warriors would stand guard at the gates of temples and palaces. The reason they are always placed in pairs, a male and a female, is rooted in the philosophy of balance. One represents yang, the active force of protection, while the other embodies yin, the nurturing presence of security. Together, they do not simply block out negativity. They create an equilibrium where prosperity and stability can thrive. This concept of duality is echoed throughout the natural world. Day and night, action and rest, growth and stillness, all exist in a dance of harmony. When either force becomes too dominant, imbalance follows. In the same way, a Scorpio who is too guarded may struggle to connect, while one who is too open may absorb unnecessary burdens. The lesson here is not to isolate yourself but to filter what enters your space, keeping only what serves you. This is why placement matters. Positioning these symbols at the entrance of your home or workspace is a way of signaling an intention. Just as the first words of a conversation set the tone, the energy at an entryway influences all that follows. By directing the food dogs outward, you are not shutting the world out, but rather ensuring that what crosses your threshold is aligned with your highest good. There is also a deeper message in their presence. Protection is not about fear but about discernment. It is about knowing what to welcome and what to release. Many times, the greatest disturbances in our lives do not come from obvious threats but from subtle imbalances. Small frustrations that build up, negative influences that we tolerate, energies that linger without our awareness. By creating a space that is intentionally protected, you are also training your mind to recognize where boundaries are needed elsewhere in your life. Scorpios often have a natural ability to sense when something is off, but awareness alone is not enough. Action is required. Whether it is in relationships, career decisions, or personal habits, the ability to safeguard your energy is essential to maintaining both peace and power. Think of the food dogs as a reflection of this inner practice, a reminder that your space, like your mind, deserves careful curation. As you move through this period of change, consider this an opportunity to refine what you allow into your world. Where do you need stronger boundaries? What energy are you inviting in? What are you unknowingly holding on to that no longer serves you? Protection is not about resistance. It is about creating the conditions for your best self to emerge. And just as the food dogs stand firm at the gates, you too have the power to stand firm in what you choose to accept. Scorpio, the universe is speaking to you through the shifts in your emotions, the changes in your work, and the subtle nudges in your relationships. Every challenge, every unexpected turn, is not an obstacle but a lesson, a doorway to a deeper understanding of yourself. The energy surrounding you right now is not random. It is purposeful, guiding you toward transformation. The question is, will you resist or will you embrace it with an open heart? You are standing at the edge of something new. Perhaps you have felt this in the moments of hesitation before making a decision, in the restless nights where thoughts pull you in different directions, or in the undeniable pull toward a change you can't yet define. Trust that this is not mere coincidence. Just as the planets move in perfect rhythm, your life is unfolding exactly as it should. The discomfort, the uncertainty, these are not signs to stop but invitations to grow. What if you allowed yourself to step fully into this moment? To listen not just to the noise of daily life, but to the deeper voice within you? to honor your energy, protect your boundaries, and move forward with clarity? Imagine how your life would change if you truly believed that every experience, even the difficult ones, was meant to lead you somewhere greater. You already have everything you need within you. The insights from this reading, the tools of protection, the understanding of your own power, these are not abstract ideas. They are meant to be lived, to be practiced. A single shift in perspective can change everything. A small act of self-care, a conscious decision to release negativity, a choice to trust your own intuition. These are the moments where transformation begins. So, what will you do next? What change, no matter how small, can you make today to align yourself with the energy of growth and abundance? What is one belief you can let go of that no longer serves you? What step can you take toward creating a life that feels more intentional, more fulfilling? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your energy is powerful, and when you declare your intentions, you set them into motion. Thank you for allowing me to guide you on this journey. If this message resonated with you, if you found even a small piece of wisdom to carry forward, let me know by liking this video. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from the universe. Remember, you are not alone on this path. Each of us is walking our own journey of transformation, and together we rise. Until next time, take care of yourself, trust in the process, and embrace the magic that is unfolding.